28 individuals who have been determined to be unaccounted for.
Hoping for the best, but also searching for more victims in the California wildfires.
I have felt him here every step of every day the last 8 days.
The wife of Major Brent Taylor speaking tonight at a gathering in his honor. And 2 men now in jail after shots fired outside a South Salt Lake bar. Good evening and thanks for joining us for 2 News at 10 as more Utah firefighters are on their way. Distressing new numbers from the Northern California wildfire tonight. 29 people now confirmed dead. More than 220 others still missing. Searchers are looking for them. The fire has now destroyed 111,000 acres and nearly 7,000 structures. Containment at just 25%.
We're requesting presidential declaration, funding coming from the federal government. Of course, there will be efforts from the state government as well. It's a time to pull together and work through this tragedy.
Wind combined with very dry conditions and low humidity, making this fire challenging to fight for the next several days. In Southern California, strong Santa Ana winds have caused 2 blazes there to flare again. 6 killed here, and the fires are only 10% contained. Ventura County has lifted some evacuations, but 149,000 people are still not allowed to return home. Pepperdine University, in the path of the fire, canceled all classes until after Thanksgiving. And 4 horses and a donkey belonging to actress Wendy Malick saved from the fire. A deputy driving a trailer was flagged down, went to work on the rescue in Malibu, did a good job. According to the LA County Sheriff's Office, Malick called the deputy, quote, "my knight in shining armor." There are some good stories emerging from the fire, but still a very, very difficult situation there. Lindsay tracking it first tonight in our weather.
Yeah, and you can actually see the smoke from these fires from outer space. This is the campfire right here, and you can see all that smoke that is pushing across Northern California, impacting the San Francisco area with poor air quality there. Same thing down toward the Woolsey fire in Malibu. You can see all of that smoke as well. Notice how the smoke is blowing offshore now. That's because these winds have kicked in from the northeast. Those are those Santa Ana winds, and they have been strong today. Simi Valley had a gust of 54, Camarillo 48, Half Moon Bay 45, and Oxnard had a gust of 45 miles per hour as well. Fire weather warning remains in place until 5 p.m. Tuesday for the red shaded areas that you see here. In these areas, valleys could see winds gusting to 45, the mountains could see winds gusting to 55, and the relative humidity less than 10%. So definitely some tough conditions for those firefighters fighting the blazes in California. Brian?
Check back with you in a few minutes. Thanks, Lindsay. Update tonight on those Utah crews on their way to the firefight. Dozens more firefighters left here, headed to Northern California. Lisa Nico on this story for us. And Lisa, how many firefighters getting the call to duty?
About 100 new firefighters are already joining the dozens of firefighters already underway from Utah to the area. And I've just learned after talking with a public information officer that is on the rig with a group of people the firefighters that are headed to Chino in Southern California. He says that they did have some mechanical issues, but their rigs are now doing well. They have made it to the Las Vegas area where they say they will spend the night before eventually making it to Chino, where they will get their assignments. Deputy Chief Chris Dawson says this fire,
the request was robust,
will be no easy task.
It's going to be a lot of work. Yeah, there's no doubt in our minds that these folks will go right to work immediately, and hopefully we can make a real positive impact and save as many homes as possible and get these folks back in their homes in California.
His men joined several other crews to travel to California to help battle raging fires in the Chico area.
A lot of what we're going to be doing, as we understand it, will probably be structure protection, trying to, save homes, property, doing assessments on the properties for fire growth, that kind of thing. So we expect to go right to work as soon as we get there.
Dawson says this training will help his crew members prepare for other wildfires.
It's a good thing for our communities to be able to go out and help these communities in need.
And also help his crews get ready for what he says
We feel very confident they'll be able to do great work there.
Is a treacherous wildfire environment right here in Utah and throughout the Mountain West.
It actually helps our communities by having these folks out there and getting this real-time experience.
So our Utah firefighters are expected to return from the Southern California area, the Chino area, within the next 2 weeks. Back to you.
Okay, Lisa, outside a fire station in Salt Lake City. For the latest on the California wildfires, keep it here on Channel 2, KUTV.com, and the 2 News app. Well, a celebration of life for Lauren McCluskey, the U of U student and athlete, killed by an ex-boyfriend. The service was in Pullman, Washington, Lauren's hometown, where hundreds of people gathered. 2 News' Brona Tumulty, making the trip to Washington State, joins us live tonight from Pullman. Brona.
Yeah, Brian, as you said, that event was held here in Pullman in Lauren's hometown this evening. The family did ask us not to bring in cameras into the venue. Of course, we respected that, but we got a chance to catch up with some of the people who knew and loved Lauren.
It was first day of school.
Marina Riley met Lauren McCluskey in 8th grade.
I asked her, I'm like, well, do you do any hobbies or anything? And she's just sort of like, well, I do track.
And sometime later,
I find out she's phenomenal at track. She was, the one you wanted to beat, but nobody could.
But it was Taylor Swift that they bonded over.
I feel like I hear her songs on the radio all the time, and I'm like, it almost makes me want to cry.
All sorts of music, really.
She loved to sing.
And she was good at that, too.
She wanted to go compete at the Olympics and also sing the national anthem.
Those dreams ended 2 weeks ago.
I woke up October 23rd, day after it happened.
Reading the news, she was in disbelief.
I just dropped to the floor in tears and almost couldn't get up.
Now she's among hundreds saying goodbye to Lauren.
How she died is not a good reflection as to what her life was really about.
A girl whose light will live on in those who knew her best.
She had that, and then she had the determination, the commitment, the dedication, the persistence. She was just somebody who never gave up on anything.
Now, Dr. Ruth Watkins, president of the University of Utah, was among the speakers here at the memorial. We also got a chance to sit down with some of the family, and we'll bring you that story tomorrow. For now, live in Pullman, Washington, Brona Tumulty, 2 News.
Okay, Brona, also this evening, a vigil for Utah National Guard Major and North Ogden Mayor Brent Taylor.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Friends, family, and the community were at Barker Park Amphitheater to honor Taylor, who was killed in Afghanistan last weekend. His wife, Jenny, addressed those in the crowd tonight.
Brent Taylor had 3 great loyalties: service to God, service to family, and service to country. And Brent was able, in a way that few others ever have or might ever in the future, to make those 3 great loyalties one.
Taylor family says it is grateful for the support people have shown them. Funeral plans still pending. Well, new tonight, 2 arrests now in a gunfight outside a South Salt Lake bar. Falifatu Fataiu and Stefano Tuisila taken into custody, each booked on more than a dozen criminal counts of discharging a weapon. Shootings happened outside Scallywags on State Street, about 30th South. Police say many rounds were fired and a surveillance camera captured the violence. A woman struck multiple times, taken to a hospital in critical condition. Man was also injured in the fight. UHP says impairment and speed may have been factors in a crash on I-80 that killed a 19-year-old woman. Troopers say Sophia Maya Flores was driving when she lost control of her car, hit a concrete barrier and rolled. She suffered a head injury and died. An 18-year-old passenger was rushed to the hospital in serious condition. Car burst into flames in West Valley today. The camera was rolling. This was near the 201 freeway and Bangerter Highway. UHP blocked the road while firefighters put out the blaze. Thankfully, no reports of injury here. And still ahead tonight here on 2 News at 10 o'clock for you. Does it seem like the year 2000 all over again? Florida in the middle of election recounts with ballot scans one more time in 2 high-profile races.
Exactly 100 years ago today, on November 11th, 1918, World War I came to an end. Thank God. It was a brutal war.
President Trump joining with 60 other world leaders to remember the victims of World War I. That's coming up.
How did Zach Moss get hurt? Kyle Whittingham will explain. But does it matter if Armand Shine is just running over guys and running away from them? Good news for the locals in college football polls and for the Jazz on a night off. Talking Sports follows the news.
If your child has a medical emergency at school, there's probably no one there trained to help.
They're playing basically Russian roulette with our kids' lives.
A special Beyond the Books investigation digs into why our schools are dangerously understaffed for nurses. Monday on 2 News at 10.
Chase had a hole in his lung when he was born.
And they said if it's really bad, we might have to life flight him.
Often we think about advanced health care being only available in large cities, but we've dedicated countless resources to give everyone in Utah access to high-quality care.
There's a new program that we've just started.
We're going live with a NICU doctor from St. George.
And he can actually watch Chase from there and tell us what to do. It's telehealth.
To learn more about telehealth and other rural patient access programs, visit intermountain.health.
Within a school, teachers have a bigger impact on my future than anything else. But we're facing a teacher shortage. Almost half of teachers quit within their first 5 years. And every year, we have fewer and fewer college students who major in teaching. To fix this shortage, we've got to find ways to attract more students into teaching, then give them enough support so more will stick around. Visit myeducationourfuture.org to learn more.
Right now at Arctic Circle, you can make your very own flavor of Oreo or pumpkin shake. Start with an Oreo or pumpkin shake and then add your favorite additional flavor or ingredient. Arctic Circle, where the good stuff is.
Utah's country leader, K-Bull 93.
But I can't move when the lights come on. Everybody screaming.
The best songs and the biggest stars in country. The Bull. Not just country, this is Bull country.
Everybody's talking about heaven like they just can't wait.
Utah's doing the move.
Ain't it funny how life changes?
K-Bull 93.
Drone 2, a new way to cover your news. Brought to you by Toyota.
And how about this shot? Live image from Broward County, Florida, where election workers are busy in the recount. And so they're not taking a break this Sunday night into Monday morning. The deadline is on. Got to get this all done by Tuesday. So the vote workers are at it tonight, burning the midnight oil. Lights burning brightly in Broward County, Florida tonight. More coming up on this on KUTV.com and tomorrow on 2 News this morning. Welcome back to 2 News at 10 o'clock. Glad you're with us tonight. Well, those recounts are underway in the races for U.S. Senate and governor in Florida. All 8 million ballots cast in last Tuesday's election will get machine recounts. The counting must be finished by Tuesday, as we mentioned. Meantime, GOP Senate candidate Rick Scott has filed a lawsuit. He says election officials illegally counted ballots in Broward County after the new deadline on Saturday, and he wants all voting tabulation equipment impounded after the count in Broward and Palm Beach counties.
or somehow they came up with 93,000 votes after election night. We still don't know how they came up with that. So we're trying to figure out exactly what happened.
I'm an American and a Floridian, and I demand that every vote be counted in this process.
Before the recounts, Scott and Republican candidate for governor Ron DeSantis had very narrow leads. Here in Utah, the 4th congressional district race between Ben McAdams and Mia Love still too close to call. Utah County is expected to release more vote totals on Tuesday. Right now, McAdams leads by 4,900 votes. Officials say there are enough uncounted ballots that the results could still change. Stay tuned to 2 News for this one. President Trump back at the White House now after spending the weekend in France. He visited a cemetery in Paris where U.S. war dead are buried. Afterward, the president gave a brief speech honoring the 53,000 Americans killed during World War I.
Today, we renew our sacred obligation to memorialize our fallen heroes on the soil where they rest for all of eternity.
The president also attended a ceremony with 60 world leaders commemorating the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War. Secretary of Veterans Affairs Robert Wilkie filling in for President Trump at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in D.C. In honor of Veterans Day, he laid a wreath memorializing those who have given their lives in service to country. Defense Secretary James Mattis also took part today. And a special ceremony at the state capitol here in Utah to honor the fallen from the First World War. Bagpipe players and the honor guard involved in this tribute. 2,500 pipers served during the war with more than 1,000 killed. Organizers say the pipers had the unique task of playing for soldiers to remind them about the homes they left behind. And a big Veterans Day celebration in Magna today. The Salt Lake County Sheriff's Department and Unified Police helping to organize this ceremony at a senior center. During the service, a handful of veterans were given special plaques, complete with flags and certificates.
We wouldn't have our freedoms today, and I wouldn't be able to be standing here as a sheriff today had it not been for our veterans fighting for our rights for this country.
Also today, Magna hosted a parade on Main Street in honor of veterans. In Weber County, volunteers, including family members of Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox, hiked in Ogden Canyon, and then they unfurled a 400-pound flag on the mountain. Watch this. It was right at dawn, and the wind made Old Glory even more majestic in this beautiful setting. What a great tribute this was, carrying the flags up the mountainside and then putting Old Glory in the breeze. Patriotic display in northern Utah today. Well, Veterans Day is today, but state and federal governments observe it tomorrow. So most banks, courthouses, libraries, post offices, and other government offices will be closed on Monday. Hey, it's still fall, but it feels more like winter in Colorado. Slow-moving storm dropped a few inches of snow. Denver got a little more than 3 inches. The mountains close to a foot. Today's storm caused slick conditions for drivers, but also some photo opportunities out there as well, next to the Big Pine. Storm is expected to hang around and drop more snow until tomorrow morning. That storm sticking around Colorado. A little bit of a taste of what we can expect soon. Actually, for some of us, we don't have to wait. You got up this morning, you experienced it. We had some snow at our house this morning before the sun came out and burned it all off.
Yes,
today.
We did get a little bit of snow. That same storm that worked its way through Colorado, tail end of it moved through Utah, and we did get some snow, 1 to 4 inches up at some of the resorts. This is Little Cottonwood Canyon. Carrie Sikorsky sent that in as she was out on a hike today through that snow. And some of the valleys, as Brian mentioned, got a little skiff of snow out there as well. This was Mapleton, much of southern Utah County, waking waking up to just a tiny bit of snow. Some of us in Salt Lake County and up toward Davis County had that little bit of snow as well. Now tomorrow, as Brian mentioned, Veterans Day is being observed. If you have a service of some sort, it is going to be a cold one. So make sure that you are bundled up as you are headed out there. We will see lots of sunshine, mostly sunny skies, but 41 degrees for the high temperature. So it will be chilly out there. So make sure that you've got your coat and your hat and your gloves. You will definitely need it all tomorrow, thanks to this cold front that rolled through last night. Let me show you where that cold front is located right now. It is working its way through the plain states at this point, and they are seeing some snow across portions of Kansas and even down toward the panhandle of Oklahoma and New Mexico, seeing some snow at this point. Behind it for Utah, we are pretty quiet right now with that cold air in place. We also have some gusty winds in Washington County, canyon winds going on, and they'll continue through tomorrow morning. Wind advisory goes through 11 a.m. We'll continue to see gusts near those north-south oriented canyons of up to 50 miles per hour throughout the night tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Here are the cold temperatures. 43 was our high today. That is 9 degrees below normal. And as I just mentioned, it will be even colder tomorrow thanks to another little disturbance, which is just going to skirt through portions of northern and eastern Utah tonight. Could produce a few isolated snow showers overnight in the Uintas. By 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, most of those are gone. This thing continues to work its way off toward the south and the east, and it just basically reinforces that cold air in place. And that's why temperatures tomorrow will actually be a couple degrees cooler than they were today. So we'll be lucky if we hit 40 degrees for much of the Wasatch Front. Low 40s down towards central Utah as well, and St. George, a high temperature of only 57 degrees. We do have a warm up in the forecast. Starting on Tuesday, temperatures in St. George will rebound into the 60s, and by next weekend, mid-60s, which is about where you should be for the middle of November. For the Wasatch Front, mostly sunny tomorrow, 41 degrees, so it will be a cold one. Then we start this slow warm-up. By Wednesday, we'll be back up into the low 50s, and toward next weekend, the possibility of temperatures in the mid-50s, maybe a little bit of cloud cover Saturday. Crystal clear skies by Sunday. Brian?
Slow warm-up is right.
Yes.
That's very
Inching
slow.
up each day.
Just a little bit. Getting close to normal, maybe a little above normal by the end of the week.
Eventually.
That'll be nice. Coming up here on 2 News at 10. A young man battling a deadly disease gets his dream job. Taking you inside the story of Jared the Builder. Next.
KUTV 2 wants to send you to one of Ellen's 12 days of giveaways. Tune in to Ellen weekdays at 3 for the word of the day. Then go to KUTV.com and register to win a trip for 2 to Los Angeles. Watch Ellen weekdays at 3 on KUTV.
Experience the finest of luxury vehicles at Mercedes-Benz of Salt Lake City. Beyond the standard.
Get 25% off your order at LL Bean.
Internet, but not just any internet. It's gaming with America's best internet provider internet. It's all your teenagers streaming at once internet. It's I can get up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mobile lines included internet. It's internet from Xfinity that makes your life simple, easy, awesome.
Get a special offer on Xfinity Internet and TV for $35 each a month for 12 months when you bundle both. And ask how you can save on your wireless bill when you include Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Tell your insurance provider you choose UDK.
At Harmon's, we know the most important dishes you make all year are the ones you share with family and friends during the holidays. So to make your finishing touches absolutely delicious, make sure you start at Harmon's.
Millions of fans have made this show their rock holiday tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live and concert, presented by Hallmark Channel. November 20th, 2 shows, 4 and 8 p.m. at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Reserve seats on sale now at VivintArena.com. Don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Ghosts of Christmas Eve.
Snow days just got a whole lot more fun. With Nissan's intelligent all-wheel drive, which adapts to changes in driving conditions and redirects power to help keep you on the road to adventure. Available now on Nissan's family of SUVs.
Save up to $4,780 on the 2018 Rogue, or get a low $299 per month lease on the 2018 Murano.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
Now at LL Bean, get 25% off your order. Find gifts with thousands of 5-star reviews, like our sweater fleece, our Teco 2 rain jackets, or our lightweight and warm 850 down jackets. Make it an LL Bean holiday and get 25% off your order.
A dream job for a young man faced with muscular dystrophy who always loved to build things. He is a project engineer with the largest contractor in the state. Dan Rascone takes us inside the story of Jared the Builder.
You've got the beam there, and then you've got actually steel going perpendicular.
Talking construction in board meetings.
This is the great room, or the kitchen, dining room.
Is an everyday thing at this office in Park City. But among these project executives and managers,
and Jared and I talked about it,
is a new face. A young man who is just 19 years old.
He's showing 4 glue limbs in there, and Jared and I counted 2.
Who always dreamed of one day being a part of a construction team, let alone the largest contractor in the state of Utah, known as Big D Construction.
It was awesome.
Jared Ward has muscular dystrophy, and ever since he was young, he was drawn to build things.
There's some more detail-orientated one.
Through the years, he's become very talented at blueprints and designs.
And then they moved the bunk room over here.
After graduating from Wasatch High School, Big D Construction hired him on.
And then the pantry's like over here.
His title, Project Engineer.
Building the buildings is like what I like to do.
He's doing a great job.
Mike Kirby, the Senior Vice President, got to know Jared through the National Ability Center in Park City.
Really what we look for when we hire somebody is their ability to fit in with the team, personality, and willingness to learn. Everything else you can teach. And Jared's got those basics.
Right now, Jared is helping out with a multi-million-dollar remodel.
Yep.
At this beautiful home in Park City. His boss is Todd Crowther.
So I don't know about you, but we're probably going to need to redo these steps.
Yep.
What do you think?
Jared's love for building started with Bob the Builder at 3 years old. At 4, he was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy. At 10, he had his Make-A-Wish come true by appearing on Extreme Home Makeover with Ty Pettington. By 16, he could no longer walk.
My legs don't work anymore.
The average lifespan for those in this condition is just 21 years old. But that's not something Jared is worried about.
Yeah, and that's the sad part about it. But I'm just moving along, chugging along.
Jared's ultimate plans? To one day open up his own construction company and build homes for those with disabilities.
There's not enough housing out there for
There's not enough housing for people that are in wheelchairs. And
for now, Jared is very happy working a couple days a week.
And it's pretty fun going to work.
And Big D Construction couldn't be happier to have him on.
He comes in every day with a positive attitude, and that's contagious.
Jared started with Big D Construction in July and works 4 times a week for several hours a day. His parents tell me this job has given their son a whole new lease on life, something he looks forward to every week. For more on this story, go to our website, KUTV.com, click on Features and Inside the Story. I'm Dan Rascone, 2 News.
What a wonderful story it is. We have some breaking news now. A new fire is burning in California in the hills above Cal State San Bernardino. According to the LA Times, the fire is spreading rapidly as erratic Santa Ana winds whip through the area. This fire has already destroyed more than 30 acres. Unclear how many structures, if any, are under threat or whether authorities are ordering evacuation. So this would be the 3rd fire in Southern California, along with the Camp Fire in Northern California that has caused so much devastation. Updates tomorrow morning on 2 News This Morning, starting bright and early, 4:30. Coming up here on 2 News at 10 o'clock.
Anybody that knows him, he's one of the most giving kids, always has been. I mean, he just has a great big heart.
Indiana teen who has brain cancer selling drinks so his dad can pay for his medical care. Stay with us here on 2 News at 10.
The best thing at Chuck-A-Ram is the old-fashioned brownies. Or is it the frosted ones?
It's easy to replace your tub or shower when you choose Bathfitter. Hi, I'm Bill Booman.
And I'm Rick Booman from Bathfitter.
From Logan to St. George, we serve all of Utah. Call now for your free in-home estimate and receive up to $450 off. It's better with Bathfitter.
If you're hard to fit like me, the suit separate sale at Mr. Mac is the one sale you can't miss. Right now, match any size suit coat with any size pant for just $229. Getting a perfect fit is easy at Mr. Mac thanks to separates in a wide range of sizes and colors. Mac has suit coats from size 36 all the way to size 66 and matching pants from size 30 all the way to 66. Save now on suit separates at all 10 Mr. Mac stores, home of fast, free alterations.
Utah's rock station, K-Bear 101, welcomes Metallica, Friday, November 30th. You can win tickets from K-Bear 101 at 4:20 tomorrow afternoon. It's been a decade since Metallica was here last time, so let's go this time. Tickets tomorrow at 4:20 with Mick and Allen. Good luck, and thanks for rocking with K-Bear 101.
If you're enrolling in Medicare Part D for 2019, we're here to help make it easier, no matter which plan you choose. You may save money with preferred pharmacy pricing on most major Medicare Part D plans, with low copays too. Plus, Smith's offers you health and nutrition support with all the delicious food you need. So remember, if you're choosing a new Medicare Part D plan, we've got you covered. Visit us in-store or online today.
Thanks, Mr. Generous.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Generous?
Mr. Generous.
You first. No, after you. Oh, thanks, but you first, please. No, after you.
Snow days just got a whole lot more fun. With Nissan's intelligent all-wheel drive, which adapts to changes in driving conditions and redirects power to help keep you on the road to adventure. Available now on Nissan's family of SUVs.
Save up to $47.80 on the 2018 Rogue, or get a low $299 per month lease on the 2018 Murano.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
It's easy to replace your tub or shower when you choose Bathfitter. Hi, I'm Bill Booman.
And I'm Rick Booman from Bathfitter.
From Logan to St. George, we serve all of Utah. Call now for your free in-home estimate and receive up to $450 off. It's better with Bathfitter.
At RC Willey, choose one of these sofas now only $399. RC Willey.
Well, a special effort from son to father in Indiana. 17-year-old Jake Anders, who is battling cancer, spent some time selling hot chocolate to raise money for his father's knee surgery. After the operation, Anders' dad, who is a truck driver, will have to miss work for at least 6 weeks. Jake says this is the least he could do to help his dad.
He's the main person who brings home the money.
That makes me proud. I mean, I didn't know anything about it until yesterday evening when I finally started reading Facebook.
Jake has an inoperable brain tumor. He is currently getting treatment in a clinical trial, and his tumor reportedly is starting to shrink. Let's pray for good health for him. The hot chocolate looks good, doesn't it? Especially tonight. We're back after this.
Injured by a dog attack? CraigSwap.com.
Medicare's annual enrollment is going on right now.
Are you ready? Call and talk to a certified Kellogg Insurance agent to get a full understanding of all your Medicare benefits. Kellogg Insurance has been a trusted leader in Medicare for over 40 years. Each Kellogg Insurance agent is independent and can help you understand all the costs and what options to consider when choosing your Medicare plan. Medicare enrollment is going on right now, so call Kellogg Insurance today and get the right Medicare plan for you.
Within a school, teachers have a bigger impact on my future than anything else. But we're facing a teacher shortage. Almost half of teachers quit within their first 5 years. And every year, we have fewer and fewer college students who major in teaching. To fix this shortage, we've got to find ways to attract more students into teaching, then give them enough support so more will stick around. Visit myeducationourfuture.org to learn more.
The Z104 Holiday Match Game is back. 50 crate prizes valued at over $30,000, including a Bullfrog Spa. Tune in to Z104 at 7, 9, noon, 3, and 5. Make a match, win a prize, and qualify to win the Bullfrog Spa. Log on to Z104country.com. Get your game sheet and play along. The Z104 Holiday Match Game. Powered by Z, Utah's #1 country station. Z104.
With Larry H. Miller, finding the new or used vehicle you're looking for has never been easier or more convenient. Simply visit LHMauto.com, browse new or used, and enter the vehicle you're interested in. Refine your search with location, color, trim, or year, and find dozens of vehicles that meet your search needs. Then simply get an online e-price or visit the dealership to see your vehicle choice in person. Larry H. Miller Dealerships, driven by you.
Wherever you are, a variety of common illnesses and injuries can now be treated by speaking with a provider through your device via ConnectCare. If it's needed, you can even get a prescription, and your insurance could cover all or part of the $49 cost. If it turns out your condition would be best evaluated in person, don't worry, you won't be charged for your ConnectCare visit. We're making healthcare as convenient as possible. Intermountain ConnectCare. Sign up now. intermountainconnectcare.org.
Accident? Stop. Call a cop and call Craig Swap.
When you see news happen, call on the 2 News tip line.
From Winger's Craft Kitchens, world-class food using only the freshest ingredients. You can taste the difference.
Good news about the Air Force Academy's live mascot, Aurora the Falcon, slated to make a full recovery. The bird was critically injured a few weeks ago when it was kidnapped by West Point cadets as part of a prank. At the time, they weren't sure if Aurora would survive, but the Falcon is going to do it. Been on campus for the past 22 years.
Okay, best wishes to him.
Yep, David's soaring right now on Talking Sports.
Tonight on Talking Sports, the Utes' next man up theory. Hey, it worked once. Will it work again? Las Vegas thinks so. Vegas likes all 3 local teams again next week. Kyle Whittingham explains how Zach Moss hurt his knee. And the Jazz are back on track. Are they ready for the road? Let's start talking sports.
Live from 2 News. This is Talking Sports.
The Rams, well, they're not perfect. They lost to the Saints last week, but under Coach Sean McVay, the Rams are a perfect 4-0, coming off a loss. Bet the Seahawks didn't want to hear that stat. Will the trend continue today? The Rams give up an early score. Seattle scores on the first possession, but then Jared Goff takes the Rams down the field, finds Gerald Everett, and the game is tied at 7. These offenses are rolling early. Seattle rookie running back Rashad Penny scores his first NFL TD. Seattle leads 14-7 after 1 quarter. The Rams start to take control of the game in the second quarter. Todd Gurley runs for 120 yards, gets the TD here. 17-14 Rams at the half. Third quarter, Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett. This is a really good catch. Nice grab. Pops up. He's got it. And Seattle's got the lead. 21-20 going to the fourth quarter. But Goff throws for 318 yards, First play, fourth quarter, Tyler Higbee, touchdown. Rams back on top. And then Brandon Cooks to put the game away. Fly sweep. Rams win it 36-31. Team that beat the Rams, the Saints, they're the hottest team in the NFL now. They won 7 straight games. They look for number 8 in Cincinnati today. Drew Brees having a day. To Michael Thomas, first quarter touchdown. Second quarter, Brees. And Mark Ingram the second. Drops it off. First down. Great spin, and he's in. After Alvin Kamara runs for a couple of scores, makes it 28-7. Brees throws to Thomas with 2 seconds left in the second quarter to make it 35-7. Time to cut away to another game. Saints win 51-14. That's 8 in a row. NFC East battle in prime time. Cowboys at the Eagles, third quarter. Eagles tie the game up 13. Carson Wentz to Zach Ertz. That's my tight end right there. Fourth quarter. Cowboys march 75 yards and finish the drive. Dak Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott, he's in. Dallas is up 20-13. Philly comes right back. Wentz to Ertz again to tie the game at 20. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Elliott scores again. Dallas beats Philly 27-20. Thank you. Thank you very much. Classic NFC North rivalry meeting on Veterans Day. It's the Lions and the Bears. Mitchell Trubisky to Allen Robinson. 36 yards for the score. It's 14-0 Bears after 1 quarter. Second quarter, Mitchell Trubisky to Anthony. Anthony Miller, 45 yards, shutting the tackler. Trubisky runs in for another score to make it 28-0, and the Bears roll 34-22. The Chiefs have the AFC's best record, but they are just a game in front of the Chargers in the AFC West. Chiefs, well, you wouldn't think they'd have a problem with the Cardinals. At home on a clear, cold, 40-degree day in Kansas City. Yeah, they didn't have a problem. It took them 4 plays and 47 seconds to score. Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill, 7-0 Kansas City. Kansas City up 13-7 in the second quarter. Mahomes to Tyreek Hill again, 14 yards and a TD. Chiefs up 20-7. Hey, where's everybody going? Oh, Hill's going into the stands, right into the camera. He's going to run the camera. I think that's celebrating with a prop. I think he gets fined for that. Clever, though. Chiefs win 26-14. Patriots-Titans had the helicopter flyover for Veterans Day. This game scoreless in the first quarter, briefly. Marcus Mariota rolling out and throwing the touchdown pass to New Smith, 7-0 Titans. Later in the first quarter, Mariota looking for Corey Davis in the end zone. Drops it right in there. Titans up 14-3. Doesn't get any better for New England. Derrick Henry on the direct snap. Tom Brady was pulled in the fourth quarter. You don't see that every day. Titans will roll 34-10 and snap New England's 6-game winning streak. Now to the Vagabond Bowl. Chargers and Raiders in Oakland. 3-3 late in the second quarter. Phillip Rivers to Keenan Allen for the game's first TD. 10-3 Chargers at the half. Third quarter. Phillips drops one off to Melvin Gordon. Melvin makes one man miss, and now he makes another, and he's gone 66 yards. Chargers win 20-6. They improved to 7-2 for the first time since 2006. The Raiders are 1-8. An anonymous Raider told 3 reporters as he left the locker room, "I have to get the bleep out of here." He didn't say bleep. He was a Raider. Figure it out for yourself. Sports Guys win the Pick'em Challenge this week. Yep, Sports Guys nipping the Lawyers 9-8. Log on to KUTV.com. Click on Contests and learn how you can play and win fabulous prizes. For the Utes, injuries were the big storyline until Jason Shelley threw for 262 yards and until Armand Shine ran for 174 yards and until the Utes won. Now the Pac-12 South, hey, winning that thing's a very realistic possibility. Still, a few details to clear up. For instance, How exactly did running back Zach Moss get hurt?
Yeah, well, it's very strange. The injury was not in practice. It manifests when he got up to get in his bed. Okay, to go to bed at night, and it's a lower extremity. I don't know how much the HIPAA laws or whatever those are. So it locked up on him, his leg, and it could have been from a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. You know, there's just no way to tell, and so it's unfortunate. It looks like he's going to need surgery. That's not 100% sure right now. I guess there's going to be some second opinions and so forth, but just something that happened somewhere, you know, whenever, and just manifest. Was it Tuesday night? Tuesday or Wednesday night? I can't remember which night it was. So yeah, it's strange, really strange. But that's, that's what happened.
Now the Twitterverse responds to this. Don't tweet it, saying he could have just said it was magic. Brian Moss's body probably just gave out from having to carry the whole offense. Joshua, it's a known fact you can stand up wrong and tear a meniscus in the knee. They're more fragile than you think, especially after all the beatings he takes on the field. I don't know why this is blowing everyone's mind. You know, for instance, like Mr. Hypocrisy. He says, I call BS. Sorry, you don't get an injury that may require surgery and have it not be obvious. They're hiding something. Hey, Vegas doesn't care about social media drama. They don't care at all. The Utes are 7-point favorites at Colorado. Game kicks off 11:30 a.m. on the Pac-12 network. After opening the season with 5 straight wins, Colorado has 5 straight losses. If the Utes win, they would clinch the Pac-12 South if Arizona State loses at Oregon. Ducks are 4-point favorites. The game's on the Pac-12 network at 8:30. Well, with the comeback win over Oregon, the Utes are back in the AP Top 25 this week. Here's the latest college football rankings. Start at the top at number 1. Hey, Alabama. Who knew, huh? Clemson, Notre Dame also undefeated. Look at the Utah State Aggies, 14th in the media poll, up 3 spots to 13 in the coaches poll. Utes are back in the media poll at 21. They're 19 in the coaches poll. Boise State. Utah State's going to Boise in 2 weeks. Boise State is 23rd after beating Fresno State at home. Well, following a 62-24 beatdown of San Jose State, Utah State is now in the driver's seat to host the Mountain West Championship game. Everybody else in the conference has a loss. Fresno State picked up its first in Boise Friday. Now, winning the Mountain West has been a goal for the Aggies all season, but they insist the focus remains on this week.
I mean, it's important, and we really, that'd be cool for us to think about, but that's not our focus. We going out to win the next one. Right now, we're gonna enjoy this win, and then watch the tape, and then now it's Colorado State. That's the next focus.
Yeah, that'd be really fun, but I mean, we're just gonna keep taking it week by week. So just focus on next week, Colorado State.
It's round 7 for us, and there's so many cliche coach talk that I just gave you, but I'm telling you, it's how the message is received, and tremendous amount of respect for our players and the way that they continue to prepare and move right on to the next one. And they're playing at a high level because they're practicing at a high level. You guys ought to watch it. Well, you can't come watch us practice. It's closed right now, so sorry. You ought to come watch them practice on Wednesday now. Wednesday looks like game day, and it is good on good, and they practice their tail off. There's small goals along the way, whether it's, beating a rival, putting a wagon wheel in here for 2 straight years, getting the rifle, bringing it back, going 6-0 at home. Yeah, there's small things like that, but the big picture, the big focus at the end is the putting yourself in a chance to win a championship, and then the small focus is who is it each and every week. So it'll be on round 7, Colorado State.
The Aggies are a 26-point favorite on the road at Colorado State. Rams are 3-7. They can't go bowling. Game kicks off at noon on AT&T Sportsnet. BYU improved to 5-5 with a convincing win at UMass. Now they focus on the last home game, Senior Day, and a chance to win a 6th game and become bowl eligible.
That means a lot. Just, not going to a bowl game last year. And so this year, we got to make that bowl game and kind of get things back rolling for BYU.
Yeah, we're just going to keep preparing this week. I mean, I know the seniors are going to give 100% effort, and I hope the rest of the team does as well. I hope we go into this next week building off of what we accomplished today and then fixing also the little mistakes we made today as well.
Just build on this, and be excited and then
pretty much empty it out at home. It's our last time for our seniors to be at home, so just give everything we got. That win's got to be important to this team, and I think these guys are excited to build off of this win today.
It's just one game at a time. We gotta take it one game at a time. So yeah, we got New Mexico State next, I think, and that's the only thing that matters now. And bowl games they come, but that's not what we're worried about right now. It's just if it comes, it comes. But we gotta win next week.
BYU's a massive 23-point favorite Saturday against New Mexico State. The game kicks off at 8:15 on ESPN2. Well, 5 years after they met in the MLS Cup final, RSL and Sporting Kansas City meet again in the postseason. Now, they started with a 1-1 draw in Utah, so whoever wins today advances to play Portland in the Western Conference Final. And if they tie 2-2 or 3-3, RSL advances because they'd win the tiebreaker, most away goals. 4th minute, Sporting with the corner. Nick Romano went out and didn't get it. Kyle Beckerman is there to clear the shot. Woo! Dodgy moments right out of the gate. 8th minute. Daniels Shalloway, just missed. Good opportunity. He was dangerous all day. 14th minute. Diego Rubio scores, and the crowd erupts behind the goal. Sporting has the lead. 19th minute. Shalloway, the goal to make it 2-0. Still 2-0 at the half. Then Plata to Bofo Salcedo. He came on at the half as a sub for Luis Silva. And Bofo Salcedo scores, and it's 2-1. But then look at this. Penalty. Nato Onua got a chunk of Diego Rubio. Ilya Sanchez chips it down the middle. It's 3-1. But 5 minutes later, RSL with a corner. Plata sends it towards the goal. Damir Kreilach rises up and heads it in. 72nd minute. It's 3-2. Now 10 minutes later. Ball loose in front. Can RSL get a shot? Ricochets to Beasler. Didn't have time for the second touch there. Sent it wide. Next minute. Kreilach gets by Melia. Little heel flick. Trying to dig the ball out. Shot. Severino sends it just wide. At 3-3, RSL would have been advancing. 7th and final minute of stoppage time. Daniel Shalloway again. Sporting wins 4-2. They advance to play Portland in the conference final. Adam Miklich has RSL's reaction to the end of the season.
We have come to the end of the road for Real Salt Lake and their run at the MLS Cup playoffs as Sporting Kansas City continues to look every bit the part of the best in the West, and they are the ones earning the right to take on the Portland Timbers. For Real Salt Lake, year 2 under Mike Petke goes into the books somewhat bittersweet, but it was anything but uneventful.
Crazy to get into the playoffs with the Houston win over LA Galaxy, and then from there on it was a great performance from us against LA, and I'm proud of the boys for getting to this spot.
Well, I'm so proud from our team, from the coach staff, from the fans, because we played last 3-4 weeks so good, and about that we didn't deserve to go out.
At least we can leave the field with our heads held high, We gave it our all. We had some chances at the end to win it, and just wasn't meant to be.
I'm trying to think of a time that I had more pride, to be honest with you, after that second half. I was blown away by their reaction against a team that's a very good team at home, to go down 2-0, to be without 2 key players, and to see us take it to them in the second half and have 2 clear-cut chances to tie the game and take the series. But it's a game of inches. But, for now, all I could say is extremely proud. I think that any RSL supporter out there watching tonight should realize how much these guys put in, and they should be proud.
With Real Salt Lake in Kansas City, I'm Adam Miklich, talking sports.
The Jazz have beaten the Celtics, defeated Gordon Hayward, moved back to 500. Now are they ready for another long road trip? And will they finally beat the Memphis Grizzlies? The Cougars have avenged last year's most hideous loss. Now will they clinch a bowl berth on senior day? PK joins us to analyze the local sports scene.
They were down a quarterback. They were down a running back. They get their punt blocked at the end of the game. So what? Utes continue to rise up, and now the Pac-12 South Division is within their grasp. DJ and I are talking about it next, so stay with us.
Brought to you by Mr. Mac. Slim Fit, Classic Fit, Price to Fit.
Brought to you by Jody Wilkinson Acura. Downtown.
The recipe for Justin's perfect date night. First, upgrade to a Frigidaire induction range. Add some of this, now boil it 50% faster. Nice and even. That's induction for you. Everyone has a different recipe for life. And Frigidaire can help make yours even better.
After many years of not going to the dentist, I had lost a lot of teeth, so I would just keep my mouth closed.
At Stubbs Dental, all on-4 dental implants can change lives in one day.
Since the implants, it's really easy to smile.
It's been life-changing for patients. They can have confidence from day one.
It looks so natural that it just looks like it's a part of them.
Call Stubbs Dental today in Bountiful and Layton.
Best thing I've done.
Utah's rock station, K-Bear 101, welcomes Metallica. Friday, November 30th. You can win tickets from K-Bear 101 at 4:20 tomorrow afternoon. It's been a decade since Metallica was here last time, so let's go this time. Tickets tomorrow at 4:20 with Megan Allen. Good luck, and thanks for rocking with K-Bear 101.
The Young Automotive Group continues to extend our brands in the community. That's why we brought back Young Mazda to Riverdale Road in Ogden with one of the largest Mazda stores in the nation. Not only will you find professional and friendly staff at Young Mazda's state-of-the-art facility, but you'll receive 2 years of maintenance with any vehicle purchase. Visit Young Mazda on Riverdale Road in Ogden today and see what it means to think young. The Young Automotive Group. Think young, think Mazda.
Truck drivers, demand for your skills is at an all-time high. Why drive for a company that doesn't care about you? For over 35 years, the leadership of Pride Transport has demanded that we treat our drivers with dignity and respect. Everyone at Pride Transport understands what drives our company forward, and it's you. For the best pay, the best equipment, and the best support, call us or apply online today.
The recipe for Justin's perfect date night. First, upgrade to a Frigidaire induction range. Add some of this, now boil it 50% faster. Nice and even. That's induction for you. Everyone has a different recipe for life. And Frigidaire can help make yours even better.
Live from Tunis. This is Talkin' Sports.
绝杀还是加时？雷戴特全看地球突进去了，再起打中！啊
What he said. Play of the day. Jimmer Fredette continues to make headlines on the other side of the world. This time dropping a career-best 75 points in a 137-136 loss in China. For you math geeks, that's 55% of his team's scoring production. 40 of those points came in crunch time in the fourth quarter alone. All right, the defense, you know, there might be issues. But his offensive game earns Jimmer our play of the day. PK's next.
Drone 2, a new way to cover your news. Brought to you by Toyota.
How did Arby's finally make the turkey sandwich exciting? We deep fried it. Just the turkey part, not the whole sandwich. For now.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
It's easy to replace your tubber shower when you choose Bath Fitter. Hi, I'm Bill Booman.
And I'm Rick Booman from Bath Fitter. Bath Fitter brings the showroom to your home and helps you choose the perfect tubber shower for you.
Installed in as little as 1 day by our Bath Fitter team.
Bath Fitter guarantees the best price and the best warranty.
From Logan to St. George, we serve all of Utah. Why call anyone else? You must call now for your free in-home estimate and receive up to $450 off. It's better with Bath Fitter.
Truck drivers, Demand for your skills is at an all-time high. Why drive for a company that doesn't care about you? For over 35 years, the leadership of Pride Transport has demanded that we treat our drivers with dignity and respect. Everyone at Pride Transport understands what drives our company forward, and it's you. For the best pay, the best equipment, and the best support, call us or apply online today.
Celebrate clearance pricing and the Happy Honda Day sales event with your Utah Honda dealers. I'm so happy. And save with no payments for 90 days and 0.9% financing. See all the clearance offers at UtahHondaDealers.com. I'm so happy.
Monday on 2 News at 10.
They're playing basically Russian roulette with our kids' lives.
If your child has a medical emergency at school, there's probably no one there trained to help.
We're a time bomb, and it's ticking.
A special Beyond the Books investigation digs into why our schools are dangerously understaffed for nurses.
No, it's not enough.